Hello, everybody. This is Waldorf.
Hello, what?
And
And this is Statler. Put my hearing aids in.
we're from Battle Report 107. 107.
Yeah. Is that vodka or I thought it was water?
Something.
107.
There you go. Orcs and Goblins versus the Dread Elves. So, a couple more games I'm playing with the Orcs and Goblins. You can never get away from Orcs and Goblins.
Well, we're going to see shortly that's not the case, but okay.
This was another...
But you're playing at Games and Comics Paradise,
yeah, this
a
is
different
a new
store.
It's kind of a different store for me. I've never been there.
Yeah, it's not that new, but...
I don't know how I've missed it.
It
turns out to be a decent store, a decent gaming store. They've got a lot of space for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mostly they're set up for card games, but
yes,
we push two tables together, throw them out on it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they seem happy to have us. I don't know why, because it's not like we have much selection to buy from.
It was the first time.
It was. It's true. It was one table, and it was the first time.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Anyway, no, a nice place. I recommend it. In the middle of Fairfax. So moving on. So new army list, or slightly changed. I got an Orc War Boss, paired weapons, Tuck-Tex Guard, give him tough 6. The Shady Shankin enchantment. That gives him lightning reflexes. He has Troll Flask and the Pan of Protection Pension. He's just got the Pan of Protection. He doesn't like getting pinched, apparently.
Yeah.
An Orc Chief, who's a BSB, paired weapons, Hero's Heart, and heavy armor. Oh, and the Talisman of Shield.
Witch Doctor.
Just looking, I wonder if that's right. Okay.
It's your list, I can't
Hero's
tell you.
Heart must, for whatever reason, I thought Hero's Heart was more than 50 points. And I'm wondering how that's possible. I had both those. Anyway, moving on. The Witch Doctor. He is the Master of Witchcraft. He's got the magical heirloom, and he's on a wolf. 2 Goblin Chiefs on Cave Gnashers with shields and lances. One has the Cleansing Light enchantment, which gives him can be flaming attacks.
Right.
Moving on, 10 Common Goblin Raiders with light lances, bows, and shields. 28 Common Ed Bashers, full command, spear, shield, and the Green Tide banner. 2 units of 5 Common Orc Boar Riders with musicians, light lances, and shields. 5 Goblin Raiders. 2 Scrap Wagons. 2. I think I only played 1.
Ah.
And I'm pretty sure there was 2 in my list. Oh well. 2 spotted them 90 points apiece. 2 Scrap Wagons, 2 Gargantulas, and 2 Get Launchers with Overseers.
To make them tall.
So tall, extra wound, reroll misfire.
Yeah.
It's a bargain at 20. Then
it is.
Playing the Dread Elves. He had his Oracle as the General. P-Master? He was a Master.
Pathmaster?
No, he was just a Master.
Okay.
Master of...
He was a Pamaster.
A Pamaster.
Yes.
He had Destiny's Call armor, Morax Reaping, and the Wandering Familiar. He had a Captain, that was his BSB, on a Ratter. Or could be a raptor, but I think he was riding a rat.
He often plays.
Yeah, he does play
with rats. So
he does play Vermin Swarm, so it could be a ratter.
Yeah.
Wow. He had heavy armor. He had the Death Cheater armor, enchantment, shield, lance, and a lucky charm. 41 Dread Legionnaires, full command and spears. 10 Repeater Auxiliaries. 2 units of 5 Dark Raiders with shields and crossbows. 11 Dread Knights, full command in the Banner of Blood.
Oh, big block of them.
Yep. 21 plus that BSB Captain goes in there.
Yeah.
21 Tower Guard, full command in the Rending Banner. Reaper Chariot, 5 Harpies, and 3 Dread Reapers. Dread Reapers are really good.
Yeah, I get some good shooting.
So we picked this up on turn 1. He's already moved on turn 1.
Okay.
It's like, Hey, I'm supposed to be taking pictures of this, aren't I? Yeah, that was not quite my list, was it? I must have, because I've changed things, because there's a giant in this one. Too bad. All right. Anyway. Oh, well. I don't know. Okay. Never mind that list. I'll post the list in the...
Yes.
I'll post the list in the notes. It's like, hey, look, there's the giant. That doesn't belong there. Apparently, I've took out a unit of boar riders, and I took out a pump scrap wagon.
So what do we got here? We got 2 spiders, a giant, a unit of boar riders,
Mm-hmm.
your 2 characters on their giant cave gnashers, a scrap wagon up front. Bottom right, I can't make out what that is.
That's the unit of wolf riders.
Oh, okay.
Wolf raiders. I think
Wolf
there's
raiders.
only 8 of them in that one.
Okay. 2
Because that's
get
where
launchers.
my bunker is with my mage.
Okay. And
Yeah.
okay. And orcs with spears. I guess those are the
Big and common. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ed Bashers.
Ed Bashers. Okay.
Ed Bashers with spears. All right. Well, that's interesting.
Yes. And
Anyway.
the terrains, we got 2 hills, 2 woods, a field, a lake, or is that a crevasse?
It's a lake.
And a tower.
I guess we'd call it. No, it's a lake. You can go through it. In the tower. And we were playing Secure the Target, and the 2 markers. You can see there's one and one over here by the woods.
Right.
All right.
And he's set up with 2 reapers up on one hill and one on the other.
2 reapers up on the hill. You know, the big dread knights there.
Yep. Dark raiders on the flank.
Dark raiders. Oh, and the other reapers here in the back of this woods.
Oh, it's in the back of the woods, yeah.
Reaper
auxiliaries.
Yep, auxiliary. Yep.
This halberd guys, I always forget what they're called. Tower guard, I think it is.
And then the big block of spears.
It's a lot of spears.
It is. It's a lot of guys. Spears are pretty good too. And there's my side. And there you go. Now you can see those 8 guys. There's 8 wolf riders in the bottom corner with the mage.
Right.
General and BSB both in the orc unit.
Oh, okay.
The only problem with doing this, of course, is you've got a just mini Death Star kind of both characters in there.
Never really think of an orc as having a Death Star.
All right. Oops. What are those guys doing? Oh. Those guys decided to shoot and put 2 wounds on the scrap wagon.
Yep.
Lovely. The bolt throwers, repeater bolt throwers, open up and killed. And they finished off the scrap wagon and put a wound on Cave Gnasher.
Okay.
So here we go. Back to my turn. The Cave Gnasher charges into the Dark Raiders that came forward. And they ran through the tower guard, and the tower guard ran as well. They panicked and ran with the repeatable 9.
Tower guard can run?
Well, he looked later and found out that they could not.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they could run.
Like on turn 6.
Oh, okay.
Actually, another guy that was playing later that day stopped by, and he's like, we were telling him what happened. He's like, tower guard can't run.
Yeah.
They don't panic anyway. So, whatever. So he messed that up. I had no clue.
Likely excuse.
Yeah, it is. But on the bright side, the repeater auxiliaries did not run.
There you go.
So we got that going into that's the bottom of turn 1. You can see me advancing over on the right with my spider. My giant's coming forward because he might as well die closer to them than closer to me. And I wanted to get out of arc of that chariot. I didn't want to get charged by the chariot.
And the other spider's holding back, protecting your...
The spider doesn't
block.
Want to get hit by that unit.
I
don't care about the chariot. I mean, I do, but I'll take the chariot. I just don't want that unit of dread knights
smacking into you. Yeah.
So I'm just hoping to draw him out to where I can charge him. So scrap launcher, and besides the scrap launchers, sorry, it's not scrap launchers. The Git launchers need to do some work on that unit before it gets to me.
And that's the unit to work on.
And so the first one pegs 2 of them, and the second one does 2 wounds to itself.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 followed by 2, which would be disabled for the rest of the game. Take a wound, re-roll it, and took a wound.
All right.
But can shoot in the next turn. But anyway, moving on to turn 2. Both his units do rally. Apparently they realized they weren't supposed to run either.
There you go. They're just repositioning themselves.
The Cav, of course, has the feigned flight rule, so it comes back forward again. His other Reapers on the other side, what are these called again? Dread Raiders. Raiders move up on the left-hand side. And
to do some shooting.
Chariot kind of squeaks forward in the middle. He does not want the Cav unit charged by my Spider. So he's staying back, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he wants to stay back there and let the Git launchers just drop shells on him every turn.
Right.
I'm thrilled with him holding back. So we got that, and you can see the Harpies have redeployed over to the top right.
Mm-hmm.
Get in a better position to deal with stuff because I've got the Spider coming around the right.
Right.
Better shot of that. So he starts shooting, drops off this guy. Already had 1 wound on him. My guy on a Cave Nasher.
Right.
Kills him dead. The true Dread Reapers open up and put 5 wounds on the Giant. He's not thrilled about that. He's got 2 left, but it gives him 5 more attacks.
There is that.
If he ever gets to use them.
Yeah, there is that.
So
your mistake is you only have 1 of them.
1 giant?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured 2 spiders and a giant.
What do
you think? 2 giants and a spider? No, that doesn't work.
3 giants.
Okay, that's true.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep my spiders.
Yeah.
So the Boar Riders, you can hardly see them down here on the bottom right, have declared a charge on the Chariot. The big orange spider on the other side of the tower is charging the Reaper in the woods.
Okay.
And the Giant decides to charge the Raiders who
Reaper,
run.
The Reaper, the Raiders, okay.
And then it redirects into the
Auxiliary.
Oh, wait a minute. Did he charge them or the other guy charged them? Anyway, the Giant just charged the Reaper Auxiliary.
And they ran away.
He wanted to stand and shoot, but they failed their terror check.
Ah, okay.
And they ran. Yeah, okay. That's what it was.
And the Harpies didn't run?
And the Harpies surprisingly held, despite those guys running through them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're
like 5s.
Well, where is his mage is right here in the tower
his generals
guard.
with the tower guard. Okay.
His leadership 9 generals in the tower guard. But that was the 3rd 9 he failed. But
okay.
So anyway, charge into there, and because there's the Dark Reapers that have ran, Dark Raiders that have ran up in the top left. We got that. The Boar Riders failed their charge. The Giant failed his, of course, and the Spider did make it in.
Oh, okay.
The Spider does not, of course, since it's a single model, you got to maximize contact.
Right.
You can still do the weird corner thing with those kind of things. Anyway. And you can see my Nasher came out from behind cover, hopped over here back behind the woods, and my Bunker came forward to get more stuff within range.
Right.
But I realized the problem I did with this. They're right behind the Boar Riders, which are about to get charged by a Chariot.
Ah.
Not the best of planning. My other Common Goblin Raiders pulled back here on the back of the board.
So you shot one off? And
he shot one off. Mm-hmm. They didn't panic or anything. I just pulled them back because they're getting chased by the Raiders. The Spider crushed the Dread Reaper overran into these.
Because you cornered.
Yeah,
to the circle.
I mean, he was going to clip them here, so
Yeah.
that it turns into a full charge.
Right.
So you just hit him in the front, like that. And that was it. Moving on to turn 3. So there's his turn 3. Beginning. So the chariot just declares a charge into my boar riders, and they want no part of that.
Okay. So they're hexed with something.
So they're gone. What's that?
There's a hex on the chariot.
The chariot has a -1 movement
Oh, okay.
because of the attribute, because I'm doing witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping to slow it down a little bit so it might matter. Anyway, so he ran through there. I'm a rerollable 9, so I wasn't that worried about that. The repeater auxiliary did not pass their rally check and continued off the board.
Another double 9.
Another double 9. So he's basically, well, this BSB's not there.
Oh, it's with the
But it's-
cavalry, so
but-
it's a single 9. Okay.
Correct, single 9. But
Yeah, it's a risk.
still, dark raiders come around the corner to harass my
Coming around to play.
harass my wolf raiders, my goblin raiders, wolf raiders. The chariot redirected into the bunker of wolf riders, and failed his charge. He needed a big number,
Yeah, look like it.
but the -1 helped as well.
I'm sure. And chariots don't care about fields anymore.
Chariots don't care about field, so he's all happy with this. So elsewhere, you can see the spearmen have moved up. The raptor guys have moved up as well. The dread knights. They are now near the score, the marker,
Right.
and putting a little bit more pressure onto my big spider. So you can't see it, but up on the top, you can see the spider is it's hard to tell, is facing back into the center of the board.
Okay.
Of course, he crushed the harpies
Right.
and faced back into the center of the board. Oh, I guess they are still there. Why didn't I finish that? There you go. Oh, I didn't finish his shooting. That's
Yeah.
why. He does his shooting and finishes off Mr. Giant.
How many
Again,
attacks do you have now?
At least, yeah, it goes to 0 at some point. It's anyway. I don't know. He still can't get into combat
Yeah.
against anybody that has a decent amount of shooting. It's hard to get him into combat. Anyway, that's his wandering familiar in the middle of the field, by the way. Which is it's a wonderful thing. I mean, adds 6 inches to your range.
Right.
Lets you do stuff like put it behind you so you can see behind you for directional spells. Anyway, great piece. So he cast some spell on the Ed Bashers and killed 6 of them.
Oh, I thought they became Jewish.
No, they did not. They did not convert.
Yiddish show resolve.
Yes.
They all have to wear yarmulkes now.
The Dark Raiders shoot off 2 of my wolf raiders to the other ones panic and run off the board.
Okay. No surprise there.
No surprise. So, of course, the spider eats all the harpies and turns to face back into the center of the board. So now the only unit the spider back here cannot charge is this guy. I mean, these 2 back here. I've got this guy if I want them, these guys, and
The
this.
flank.
So we decide to take the spearman because I hit him. I figured I would hit him and then whatever, but crush him right there in the middle. But they took the smart option and they fled. The other spider sees him out here in the middle of the field. Then he charges him as well, which pushes him all the way back here.
Right.
I redirected this into the Dread Knights.
And the other one in the chariot?
And the other one redirected into the chariot. And made his 6.
Okay.
He needs a 6 to do it, and he made it. Which was a miracle in itself. And there you have it. Smashes into that. Spearmen come forward. Spider has its failed charge, comes forward. I cast. Well, I did not cast it yet. But anyway, Wolf Riders came around down here. The bunker comes around here to pump shots into these guys, needing 5s to hit. Fear, whatever. We'll try to shoot a couple of them off.
Yeah.
And if he charges me, I can probably take it. Don't know. We'll see. There we go. So, the Doom Divers open up and kill a couple. Sorry, Doom Divers. Get launchers. Take out 2 more of the Dread Knights.
Is that both of them?
That was both of them.
Okay.
They're only hitting 1 a turn at best. The one spider hits. He ran. I tried to hold.
But you didn't.
I didn't. Chased him. Ran him down. And I'm not in a very good spot right there.
This could go bad.
Think so?
Yeah.
Maybe. So.
Yeah.
Those guys come into my flank.
Mm-hmm.
And
those guys rally.
Spearmen rally on their own. Yeah, it's probably going to hurt, I'm thinking. Yeah, he doesn't have an extra one. He just moved. My leg pushed one out of the front rank into the back.
I see.
That's the only problem there. Another spell gets off, kills another 3 of these guys. He's got that damaging spell that's hurting me. It's strength. I forget what it is. Anyway, he also brought his. You can't see just off to the left of the screen are his other unit of Dark Raiders who come around and put another wound on this guy, my Cave Nasher hero.
Yep.
So he's got 1 wound left. That's me picking up the the spider as he crushed it and overran into the other one.
Yep.
So that's not going well. Over here, we did not do well with shooting because we still got 5 of them. So this is my turn.
Okay.
Since he didn't. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So he did his turn. He overran here into the purple spider. My turn. The Wolf Riders decided to charge his 5 elves.
Oh, I thought you came over and shot
Dark
them.
Raiders. No, I came over last turn to shoot them and didn't do anything. So since shooting doesn't work, I decided to charge him.
Oh, he didn't charge you.
We got light lances. If I'm not mistaken, I think I put that spell, the panic spell, on him, and he elected to sit.
Okay.
And take it. The witchcraft spell that you panic or you flee. Yeah. I cast that on him. They elected just to stand. So I walked over, shot at him, did nothing, and then decided to charge him. Of course, the Ed Bashers went into the flank of the Dread Knights.
Yep.
I got spears. I'm strength 5, AP 3.
And you had a flank.
I'm sorry, AP 2. Yeah, 3. And a flank and ranks and banners, and I'm all happy with that. Sounds good to me. Over here, I had 1 wound left, and I charged him, and he elected to stand since I only had 1 wound left. And he failed to shoot me off, and I rolled. It was 12 inches. He was within 12.
Okay.
Because he was getting at short range, so he could shoot me easier.
Ah.
But he failed. I charged and got into him. Love those guys.
Well, short range, he couldn't shoot at you, right? So.
With 12. He was within 12. My move is only 6. He can shoot me. What do you mean?
Oh, his shooting range, not your movement
his
range.
Shooting range, yes, correct.
Okay, yeah.
He got within 12, so he gets a +1 to shoot within 12.
Yeah, I think he takes that, depends on which, whatever they're called, mark that he has.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, that's what he had. And that's elsewhere. You can see the Boar Riders have rallied, and they're coming back up into the board.
Yep.
It's turn 4. They're just getting in position for that scoring objective over there on the top right.
Yep, go fight some guys with halberds.
No, they don't want to fight them. They just want to go get the scoring objective. So, the Cave Nasher guy comes in, and he killed all but 1, I think.
Ah, well.
This guy is fantastic. And then rolled like a 12 to overrun, caught him, and then hit the Dread Reaper.
There you go.
So, got that going for me. Down here on the bottom, I crushed his Dread Raiders without taking a single loss. pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising.
It was to me too. I expected to lose. These were
I think you lose one, but
these are my to wound rolls with my spearmen. They're wounding
not...
on 3s, by the way.
Yeah, it's not so good.
Yeah, which left him with, because of that, he still has 5 left at the end of that, and he's put 5 wounds onto my spider.
And you're reformed to get farther away from those guys and try to get within 6 of that marker?
No, I wasn't worried about the marker. I was just trying to get away from the tower guard.
Okay.
Because they were in my rear.
Yeah.
And this way just pulls them down. And if you've noticed, they've got a little 2 marker on them in front of them. That is a double minus movement from the witchcraft attribute.
Ah, okay.
So I'm trying hard to slow down their movement.
Yeah. Which means you got 2 witchcraft spells off.
I did. What I got off was the reason he only did 5 wounds to me is I got off the wheel turns.
Oh, okay.
Is one of the spells I got off.
And put them on him?
And put it on him, so he needed 4s to hit me and 4s to wound me. So I got that going for me. Because he was strength 7 on the charge.
Right.
Or something gross like that.
6.
No, I think it was better than 6. I wouldn't have been that worried if it was 6. Anyway, maybe it was only 6.
I mean, they're 6. So.
Are they? Okay.
Let's see,
the Banner of Blood doesn't do that?
That's the Banner of Blood gives them +1 strength. Maybe it does. I don't know.
Okay. So anyway, so we do that. And the other spell I got off was the panic spell on these units again. And, he elected to take it because he was
Confidence?
he was 7 inches away from the center of the board. I mean, this was the target, the scoring part.
Right.
So, right here. He was 7 inches away from that, and it's bottom of turn 5. So if he takes it, if he elects to stay, bottom of turn 5? Yeah. So if he elects to stay, then, or this is top of turn 5, I think. Anyway, if he elects to stay and just take it, he's going to sit there.
Right.
So he takes his test, he fails, he runs. I'm not real sure what turn this is.
And his mate's in there,
5.
so.
And okay, now we go into turn 5. That was bottom of turn 4.
All right.
And he rallies again. Over here, we butcher the rest of the unit, and we chase them. I think we caused a couple wounds and chased them down. That's why we're still in that formation in his turn. He tried to charge with the tower guard.
I assume he chased down the characters.
Yeah, I think it was just the character. Oh. There might have been one left as well. Because these guys... He had tried to charge with the tower guard, but they failed with the -2 movement and everything else going on with them.
Right.
So that's where it ended up on top of... That's the end of turn 5, except that fight hasn't happened yet, apparently. There we go. Now that fight has happened. So, bottom of turn 5, this is my movements. I put these guys back into formation where they belong. The Wolf Riders came up. Bull Riders came up to block this unit. And the Spider came up to make it so he can't make a 10-inch move back to get within 6.
Okay.
He can charge my Spider, but that's going to angle him out this way, and he's not going to get within 6.
Right.
So we do that. And the same problem here. If he comes over and hits him and wins, he's outside 6. So he's not going to get this objective either. Of course, I'm not going to get that one either. If he does that. If he kills me. But anyway. Elsewhere, Mr. Cave Nasher earns another, 200 points from another one of those things. This guy is tremendous.
Couldn't slip his wound through.
He could not. He still has not slipped it. And he's going first.
Yeah.
He just still can't slip that extra wound through.
I mean, it's not easy. He's only strength 3, but...
yeah, I'm
still,
tough 4 with a 4-up save, so... elsewhere...
But he's fought 3 other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a great time. And this is his turn 6. He elects to charge. What is this? Oh, what is that? It says wandering. It's not his wandering familiar. I don't know what that is. This thing?
Could be his wandering familiar.
Looks like he's outside 6, if it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. And why does it have wounds on it? Oh, this is, never mind. Now I know what he did. His mage was here, and he elected to charge his mage out and try to assassinate my mage.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. Okay. That's his mage.
So the mage wasn't the spearman.
Because he's got that armor of destiny on, so he's got a 4+4+, so he's not that worried about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a champion in this unit, so I can't challenge him out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So this unit, because of that, just moves 2.5 inches to the side and gets within 6 of the marker for the objective.
Right.
Which leaves me the option. And of course the spearmen decide to charge my spider, because my spider has 5 or 6 wounds on it already. And he kills it. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
But he elected to overrun. I'm not quite sure why. But he elected to overrun. Or maybe he... Anyway. I'm pretty sure he killed me outright and then he elected to overrun. Or maybe he put only 2 wounds on me and decided to chase me. But anyway, you can see the dice there. He ran 10 and ended up right in the flank of those guys, the Ed Bashers.
Yeah.
So there you have it. And of course his mage did kill my mage. Perfect. So the Ed Bashers charge, and the spearmen decided half points is better than none. So
spending a lot of time running this game.
They did. They spent a lot of turns running.
Mm-hmm.
So they fled back there. I'm not going to charge the boar boys into the...
Well, at least they didn't roll high enough to hit your Nasher and run off the table.
No, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not going to send the boar boys into that unit of tower guard.
Why not? They're only strength 4 AP, too.
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant.
They only go first.
And they only go first.
Only hit you on 2s.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun. So, his mage actually continues to fight and chases away my wolves. I don't get it.
Catch him?
He did not. He sat right there. Failed to catch him. So, anyway.
Where'd they run? I didn't see them. That's
I think I just picked them up at that point. Because we knew where it was.
Okay.
So that's where it's going to end. And you can see I've got one of... The objective on the right is challenged, and the objective on the left is mine. So, would have been interesting. What I guess the other ploy could have been for him to leave that unit of spears, let me hit it in the flank, and then when he ran, hope I failed my pursue check, and then I don't get the objective.
Yeah, it's a lot of risk.
Yeah, but I mean, it ends up in the result would have been the same, right?
Well, it's counting on being counting on being steadfast.
No, he wants to flee. I hit him in the flank.
Right.
He loses and runs, and I chase him.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I catch him or not, I'm off the objective and don't get the bonus 3 points.
Yeah. Well, if he stands though, you're both at contesting the objective, which is the same thing. Also.
Well, he was outside the.
Oh,
range.
was he? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
He was definitely outside it, so he couldn't. Otherwise, he...
Oh, he had to run, because there's a good chance he'd pass a steadfast check.
Leadership 9? Leadership 8?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think he's outside of 12 with this guy.
Mm.
So it's 1 check at leadership 8? Maybe. If I didn't just butcher him and kill a bunch, but I'm not going to kill 15, I don't think. But anyway.
In this way, he ensured he stayed above 50, 25%, and all that stuff, so...
Yeah. Anyway, I would have tried it.
Yeah.
Not that it makes a difference. So that's where it ended up, with a 15-5 orc victory.
There you go.
It was 12-8. It was much closer than what it looks, but the objectives
Sure.
Of course, push it way up.
Swung it back around.
Yep. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't like winning with the Orcs when I think they're a bad army. It makes me want to keep playing them.
There you go.
Yeah, anyway. That's going to do it for now. Thank you for listening.
Until next time.